Hey folks, welcome back to GB Reactions. My name is Gail. This is my channel. It is Thursday, and I on Thursdays I actually work about half a day. I start really early and I kind of finish about midday-ish. So it's good to actually get back. But normally I'm busy doing stuff, so I'm usually knackered. But I decided today to actually. I've got to that age where I need to take a little bit of a nap, and I had myself a siesta this afternoon, so I feel quite refreshed. And because there's not an awful lot on television, I decided to do a few reactions. Um, so this is going to be one of those reactions. It's a reaction to Spandau Ballet. I'm not entirely sure if I know this track. I'm looking at it, I recognise the name, but I'm not entirely sure if I know it. But anyway, before I get to that, I just want to thank everybody for commenting, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, suggesting music to listen to, supporting me through Buy Me a Coffee, of which you can also suggest music to listen to, which I will react to a lot quicker, usually within the same week. And yeah, so it's I feel good about doing this reaction. I have missed Spandau Ballet. I really like the band. There was quite a few tracks of theirs that I remember from when I was a kid. There's a couple of their early tracks that I felt I struggled to actually sing to, or to kind of think how it goes. And this could be one of those tracks. So this is a track called Paint Me Down, and this is from their album Diamond, which was from November 1981. It's their second album, and it was released on the 14th of November 1981, and it peaked at number 30. So I imagine it got some airplay, but maybe it didn't get that much airplay. Um, Written by Gary Kemp, and I believe this is the Oxford Roadshow, which I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, I don't know if I ever got to see any of this Oxford Roadshow. I think we had the Tube, which came out which was in '83. Old Grey Whistle Test, of course, but not that familiar with this. And the gentleman sitting down, don't know who he is. He's kind of got a little bit of a Billy Idol kind of face about him. Um, that's probably not a bit sort of disrespectful to Billy Idol, but yeah, without further ado, this is halfway through this show, and let's click play. And I'm sure I remember this one, Paint Me Down, but it'd been interesting to see this played out live anyway, so here we go.
And here they are. There you go. Paint Me Down, Spandau Ballet.
Okay, let me hit the volume a bit. Yeah, I remember the hook. As to say, it looks a very claustrophobic set. I'm guessing it was designed that way so that you'd get everybody in together like it was a student union bar or something. Let me just take that back. Love the sound of that guitar. I've noticed something already with them. I remember when they had in late 80s. And to cut a long story short, they had a very sort of uniform kind of style. It felt quite Scottish. Maybe it was a bit of Irish in that, but um, this kind of feels like a very transitional period of their style, their fashion. Obviously, we're all familiar with the single "True," and and also, yeah, it was. I can't remember which one they had out year after this. So, 1980. Yeah, it was 1983, wasn't it? True, when they had all the suits and stuff. So, definitely they were transitioning into a different style because they all look like they're dressed really, really differently here. Um, which is, I suppose, it's good. It's individuality. But yeah, let's play on anyway, see where this goes. I love that bass.
I'm walking into studio, consider stranger feel, paint me in the home. I'm brushing up on sketchbook, designs for love unreal, paint me in the home. Oil and skin, you'll need to buy it, consider what I mean. She sits beneath the moving pictures, and fill the brush for me. I'm craving with this need. Take me down, take me down, take me down. Take me down, take me down, take me down. I'm soaking up the surface, receiving new ideas.
I'm loving the. I can't even see what they are. They're like they're little, um, like wooden pads that I think it's Steve Norman, and he's like playing those. It's really interesting sort of setup as well. But yeah, the bass is really sort of like hitting me on this. I can't quite work out whether this is 100% live. If it is, then it's they're recreated in a fantastic sound.
Yeah, paint me in your home. She's all in love with subjects, but all still like is here. Paint me in your home. Oh, all the boys with brain dementia, a cover up on loss. He'll take his paint and paint it over. Prepare the brush for me. I'm craving with this need. Take me down, take me down, take me down. Take me down, take me down, take me down. Take me down, take me down, take me down. Take me down, take me down, take me down, down. Take me down, take me down,
So that was quite short. It was enough for me to remember it, and yeah, I loved that. That was really great. That was Spandau Ballet, Paint Me Down. But it's really interesting to see him perform it. I'm fairly sure that was live. It has to be live. It looked like it was live. Uh, and if it wasn't, then it was well. If it was live, then it's just a really fantastic performance. I just love the whole sort of energy. And I just love the kind of claustrophobia and the randomness of his stage set. There's obviously a lot of clothes and stuff there. Maybe they're just kind of like I don't know. I don't even know what it's about. It's really interesting. I'm gonna have to look into the show because I never really heard of it before just now. But clearly they were attracting bands like Spandau Ballet, who were already like very established. And this was probably, I think, beginning of 1982. So they'd had, a year and a half to really establish themselves. That was really great performance, and there was a lot that I didn't remember about that, which was nice and refreshing to see. The bass, as I said before with these videos, once you start hearing the bass, it's something that you kind of like never picked up when I was a kid. You'd hear the vocals, you'd hear the general ambience of the sound, but when you start kind of picking out the bass, you kind of really feel like it's the foundations of a lot of his music, the bass and the drums and the guitar usually kind of like dances around it a bit with the keys and stuff. But yeah, this was definitely a really good vibe, really good groove. They were prolific back in the day. The other song that again, I really, really don't recall because, like, looking at the name "Paint Me Down," I had a vague impression of a hook, but I couldn't quite put it into my mind. But the other song I'm thinking of is called "The Freeze," and that I have I have no idea how that goes. Um, in my memory, I have no idea. So that is definitely another one I want to come back to. But this was fun. This was a fun little video, and obviously, I don't think it was it maybe probably the full length of this song. I'm not sure, but let's have a look see what people say about this Oxford Roadshow featuring style discussion with Robert Elms, Annie Clayson, Peter York. I'm sure they're very big in their day, but yeah, sorry, Peter York was at 37. I'm really not sure who that is. Um, Basically, this is a commentary on them more than the actual performance by Spandau Ballet. But anyway, it was great. It was great to react to this song and such an unusual setting for it as well. Albeit it's on the stage, it just kind of felt very different, even different to the tube. Yeah, it felt very sort of just thrown together, like please go up on the stage, perform while we look in our wardrobe, kind of feel. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this and tell me what you remember about this show, because I don't remember it at all. And yeah, please join me in the comments. Be really curious to hear what you got to say. So till next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you later.